general manager just to get the concession. But one thing I just could never understand was that she could have everything under control except for her old pimp boyfriend, Lester Diamond.
Jen, you know I have other people in this, I got partners. I want you to understand that I am looking out for you in this thing, okay? You're gonna get what's there.
Pimpin' like the 80s, we pimpin' like the 80s, we pimpin' like the 80s. I said we pimpin' like the 80s, we pimpin' like the 80s, we pimpin' like the 80s. We pimpin' like the 80s. My daddy used to have this hoe, used to give him at least 5 G's a week, yo. My daddy was a squared up pimp, though. My daddy used to walk with a limp, though. He was pimpin' like the 80s.
If you find any cash in there, we'll whack it up with you.
I mean, he took care of himself only too well. And that's why every badge back home wanted to nail him.
Beautifully, and I would appreciate a little respect. Look at me, pal, I gotta live with her.
Also a mafia guy, cause he went to the airport so fly. Hoes putting coke in his suitcases. Had some in their hair and their shoelaces. You couldn't fuck with us, we don't cut cases. We erase this. Motherfucker, you try to play with us, cause we the type of guys that really don't tolerate no stuff. Is that all? Don't make me ask you twice. You try to rob me, my body will take your life. We pimpin' like the 80s. We pimpin' like the 80s. You must be crazy. We pimpin' like the 80s. We pimpin' like the 80s. My body sit around like a bunch of mafias. Eating good. I'll be damned if you talk about us. Cause all we do is start shit. You talk shit. We'll just unload our clips. You don't know about us, we pimpin' like the 80s. Rolling in all kind of fancy cars, telling girls, fuck you, pay me. You play me, hell no, my lady. You get on the block for me, you shaking that ass. Coming back to Mr. Rakeem with cash. You know I got everything that you ask. Playing with me, I promise that'll be your last.
And then he hit me with it.
What do you think about me moving out here? What's the matter, you got a problem with that?
No, it's not.
You mean I have your permission?
Sure, you have my permission, but I just gotta tell you, it's no joke out here. It's no joke. You gotta keep a low profile. It's not like back home. Right off the bat, they don't like guys like us. And the sheriff's a real cowboy. Even the coppers aren't afraid to bury people out in the desert here.
I don't care. I want to get away from back home for a while.
Pimpin' like the 80s. We just pimpin' like the 80s. Fuck you, pay me. Why? Cause we pimpin' like the 80s. Pimpin' like the 80s around here, man. Everything's smooth. Telling other motherfuckers we don't need your gangster shit. Cause we pimpin' like the 80s. We pimpin' like the 80s.
I knew they had bookies, pimps, and drug dealers I could shake down. Who the fuck were they gonna run to? So I started getting everybody in line. Best of all, for the first time in my life, I figured out a way not to lose.
Yeah, he had a foolproof scheme, all right. It wasn't very scientific, but it worked. When he won, he collected. When he lost, he told the bookies to go fuck themselves. What were they gonna do? Muscle Nicky? Nicky was the muscle.
Go fuck yourself. Fuck you, pay me.
You got that thing for me?
What thing? Oh, no, I thought you was laying.
Laying? No, I'm taking it. I was taking it.
You sure?
I'm positive.
I'm a little confused.
You're a little confused. Maybe if I stick your fucking face through this window over here, like, you'll get unconfused. Give me the fucking money.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean it.
Yeah, I know. That's why you had it ready. You thought I was fucking laying it?
Fucking it.